Hey, Lightworkers, welcome to this space. I am Third Eye Pisciano, and I am live now on Instagram, and at the same time, we are recording for YouTube. So, hello on Instagram and hello on YouTube. If this video either found you right now live, what in our current reality we know as here and now, or if this found you at another moment because you're watching this at a recorded, like it is a recording, either on YouTube or Instagram, wherever this found you and wherever you are. Welcome to this space. Hey, ChemCon, how are you? ChemCon's with me here. She's meditating with me physically here, but of course she's supporting on the Instagram live. And the way I work this recordings or these lives is I like to give the first 7 minutes just to kind of get into this space, get into this more harmonious flow, get some people to come up on Instagram. Maybe there's a message tonight, you need clarity, there's an answer you're looking for. And that's what I try to do here, provide a space where we nurture each other with some knowledge and information. And then we go into a space of meditation to connect with yourself, with your spirit team, and with each other. And extend that to a reading, a channel of reading for anyone, not only if you are live, but also if you are watching this at a recording or at a later time. This is because the universe does not know time in a linear way. It's everything's happening in the here and now. So even though you are not here in the live necessarily, sometimes the cards could apply to you if you're watching this as a recording. And this is because of this space of the now. And because it's a collective reading, it's not personal. This is why I always say don't force it to fit. It's a collective and how the energy is feeling at this time. Hey, Sabrina. How are you, sweetie? Miss you. Cam Kondruski, what's up, what's up? Thanks for being here. Yep, so we'll just, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Yeah, so I'm definitely excited for tonight. And it's always much needed, and I will never get tired of saying this space is, and when I meditate in this space, I know I'm not only nurturing others, but I'm also nurturing myself. And it just feels different. I meditate, as I always say, daily in the meditation group, and sometimes I'm able to join live. Other times I just watch the recording, and that's my own meditation. Then sometimes I meditate without that group. I meditate on my own. And then I meditate on this space. And it's all different. It's a different sensation, energy, different messages and guidance that I receive, different hours of the day. So that's why I always say practice makes perfect. There is no one structured perfect way to meditate or to receive guidance or be in the space of mindfulness. It's whatever works for you and what resonates at your pace and what you're more comfortable at. ChemCon says, excited for the meditation tonight. Definitely needing this meditation. Me too. It's and also because that's the other difference. One thing's meditating in your own, like on your own in your own space, but when you're able to meditate in a group, either through this space of social media or through a physical space, it elevates or increases the energy and the frequency higher. than if you were meditating on your own, because it's more spirits, more souls that you're meditating with. And remember, we're a unity consciousness, we're a collective consciousness. So it's like we're able to access higher timelines and frequencies. And also at a physical level, it's new, like neural connections that we do in our brain when we meditate and when we go into this space with other people. And this is where other dimensions come through, portals. Yeah, it's just, if you want to call it magic, that's where the magic happens. So it's great. It's exciting. I always love it. I'm gonna keep at it, keep doing this, keep offering this space. Very important, especially with all the changes we're going through at a collective and personal level. Personal, because if there's changes collectively, that just means there's changes individually, added together, creating waves of transformations that are needed for our highest growth and evolution, personally and collectively. All right, guys. It's 7:07, and officially, welcome to this space. I am Third Eye Pisciano, and I'm an angel channeler and a mystic. And I like starting this space with the astrological climate, as I have been reminding you probably the past, I don't know. I know last week it was in Spanish, 2 weeks ago in English. But I want to say at least the month of March, and maybe even before that in February we might have talked about it, because we were going towards the space of March. But I've been reminding you all a lot about the planetary transits, because of all this kind of more intense transformation and changes and sudden shifts that are happening. First of all, we have the planet Mercury that's retrograding since the 15th and will be retrograding till the 7th. I'll come back with a story about Mercury retrograde. We also have the planet Venus that has been retrograding throughout the whole month of March and will end April 12th. The difference, I believe today, the 27th, yes, March 27th, Venus moved from Aries to Pisces. So taking this this theme about like relationships and the versions that we ourselves are in those relationships, either professionally or personally, bring more of a like an inner focus, more of an introspection about that, because we're moving into the sign of Pisces. So it's bringing more of this like going within. And next we have a solar eclipse coming up. Hey Sabrina, how are ya? Welcome to the space. We have a solar eclipse coming up on the 29th, this Saturday, in the sign of Aries. So we know that means it's a new moon, so new beginnings. We're done letting go and cleansing and all that. And with the eclipse, it's marking like it's a bigger shift, a bigger transformation. Like it's like a closed chapter, like an end of that space of your life, of that chapter of where like a big theme in your life closing up because of the new moon transit, and with the eclipse having that intensity behind it. And with this Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, so it's marking new beginnings, transformations, transmutation. You already let go, now you're ready to like take this step, it like into this new cycle, this new beginning. Think about, I don't know why this just came through, think about the Fool card, kind of like the leap of faith moment is here now. No more like thinking about it too much. Now it's like, After this eclipse, you're gonna, with the Aries energy, you're gonna have more of this fiery Mars taking action, taking passionate action, more of this vitality, this energy to go get it. No more thinking about it, more doing. And this amps more because the planet Neptune on the 30th, so the day after the eclipse, the planet Neptune moves into the sign of Aries for the next, I'm not even sure, guys, I think till 2038, something like that. So even amping more this energy of Mars and a fire of like taking authority of your life, of your actions individually, collectively, and like this fiery energy of like go getting, like no more thinking about it. You already know you're all that and a bag of chips, so go for it. And that's kind of what's going on with the planets. Just real quick, a story that I wanted to share with you all. With Mercury retrograde, I thought of this space and I thought of ChemCon because of a similar story we have. Excuse me. And I actually, this week, it was either Monday or Tuesday, it was during these past couple days, I received some I'm just gonna say some legal paperwork. I really can't talk specific. I like being clear because I am a human too, and I like to also open up this space to like being vulnerable and like also talking through my things and sharing the space so anybody else can feel free to do so. But there's just something that I really can't speak of right now because of legalities. But I literally received this paperwork I was waiting for, and I had to sign it. So I had this consciousness first. It's Mercury retrograde, paperwork, legal documentation. I know there could be a typo, a mistake, something, and I have to read it over. And second, I also thought, eclipse season and a lot of transformation and changes, and like looking over the details is where it's at. So that's what I did. And sure enough, there was a typo or two. And we went back and forth a little bit and we got everything fixed how it should be and everything submitted. And we're just going to put good intentions on that paperwork. So it's for my highest growth and evolution. And without micromanaging the universe, just having the trust, protected and guided. But if I didn't have this consciousness or I didn't think about Mercury retrograde, maybe like any other documentation, I would have just trusted the third party or the person helping me with this and just boom, signed it. So it definitely made me think that right now you have to, and there is no other choice, and you have to sign paperwork, legal documentation, or make a big purchase, a home, a car, an electronic, or anything that has to do with communication. Please, please, please remember till the 7th of April. So you have about 10 more days left. Look over every detail. If before you would just sign paperwork without thinking about it, during this time, please do yourself a favor and look over the paperwork, because 99% of the time during the Mercury retrograde, something's prone to be off. And it doesn't necessarily have to be at a big scale or something that's going to be super terrifying and bad for you, but it could be something that gives you setbacks and that creates blockages and makes you feel bad and you get stressed, and this is where we start blocking our chakras and our aura. So very important, if you can avoid all that at the initial step and just do what you have to do, think of me. This is what hey, Kybertech, how are ya? This is what we called applied spirituality. That you don't just take spirituality during this hour that we're in this live, during the 15 minutes that you meditate, during the 5 minutes that you meditate in the office, in your car, the breath work that you do, yoga, Reiki, but that in your day-to-day, when inevitably there's going to be things, challenges that present themselves, you have this consciousness to apply the spirituality. Come back to your here and now. Get off the tornado of the chaos where the ego takes us. Breathe, come back to yourself, and act from there. So, just, a story there for you guys. So, the subject of today, guys, spiritual awakenings. So, let's start. What's a spiritual awakening? A spiritual awakening is this shift of consciousness where you begin to see beyond the material reality, or you see beyond this material world, and you want to seek these deeper truths, or you want to go into these deeper truths. And there's three kind of type of changes that happen when there's a spiritual awakening that I'll describe a little list right now. So, well, there's three types. There's like mental and emotional shifts. There's physical and energetic changes, and there's perceptual changes. So, and obviously, guys, this is just from my experience, from what I've learned, from what I myself experienced, and from what I've heard others, clients, teachers, speakers, videos, just a little bit of what I gathered. This is not set in stone. It's unique. Everyone has their own journey, but there's just a little bit of what I can share with you all, because spirituality, let's remember, is from your own experience. So first, these mental and emotional shifts, what are they? So some of them could be like having this sense of wanting to know this deeper meaning of life. This starting to have this feeling of feeling disconnected of your current like family members, friends, communities, career, or overall belief system. And this does not necessarily mean like like all of that is bad, but it's just you start feeling this like isolation, or kind of like disconnection in a way. Initially there's this heightened intuition, this inner knowing, and this desire for truth and wisdom. There's increased empathy and sensitivity in all aspects. And then you have like this feeling of oneness, or like more connection with the earth and the universe. And that's some mental and emotional shifts. Some physical and energetic changes that we can see are like starting to feel more of this like tingling sensations, maybe vibrations, or sudden energy surges that happen in your body, where you just all of a sudden like maybe wake up in the middle of the night and have a lot of energy. This is why you could also have like changes in your sleep patterns, like either you have insomnia, or like you wake up like from 3 to 5 in the morning, or you have like spaces of deep rest, like deep sleep, and like deep wild dreams. This desire to spend time alone, like more of this isolation. I think of this like, well, I'll get into it when what the relationship, the like metaphor I was gonna say, but yeah, there's more desire of like spending time alone, or like spending time in nature or with nature, like maybe with your pets and stuff too. That's part of nature. And you start having also like these appetite changes or dietary shifts, like wanting to eat maybe like more organic based, or like more plant based, or fasting, or like having more of this like consciousness of like what you're eating. And sometimes you don't even know why, it just kind of happens. And third, there's these perceptual changes, like kind of things that you start seeing. Increased synchronicities and meaningful coincidences, where you meet people and you're like, hey, I feel like I've known you from somewhere else. Or like just things just start kind of lining up, where it's like, whoa, that was a coincidence. Or I don't know, you left your keys inside your house and then you had to find another way to get in, or like you, I don't know, left your keys inside your car and then you had to wait, you had to call someone to come help you, and then that delayed you, and like little delays like that. And then you see an accident on your way wherever you were going after, and you're like, whoa, like that could have been me, or like things like that, where you're just, it just feels like destiny in a way. I don't know. It's almost like this. It's just, it feels more meaningful. It's not just any regular coincidence. It feels like from the heart. And you start seeing more angel numbers, coins, feathers, maybe images. Maybe this could be like mystical, religious images, however this resonates to you. And also, like this feeling, at least this happened to me, like of time speeding up or either time like slowing down. That's kind of like some of the shifts or changes we see with a spiritual awakening. It is important to like make this distinction that at least in my experience and what I've heard from other people is that there's kind of like these two types of spiritual awakening. There's a sudden awakening and there's a gradual awakening. My thumbs up. The sudden awakening is, well, I'll start with the gradual awakening. The gradual awakening is, I feel, what most people go through, where you just like suddenly, step by step, little by little, you start sensing the shifts, the changes, emotions, and your perception, all these things that we just talked about. Like gradually, it starts happening. But for other people, or in certain, because well, I'll say this at the end, but we do have multiple spiritual awakenings. But either in whatever phase that you are in your life, you can have like a sudden awakening, and the sudden awakening can, it's something that like it, there's this shift in your consciousness, but it's almost like it thrusts you, like it's like something like an event in your life happens that like thrusts you out of your comfort zone and throws you into the spiritual awakening. And this could be like, I don't know, a major accident. This could be a near-death experiences. You hear a lot of people that have near-death experiences that come back and say they were with God or were spirit, or they saw like a different dimension or world. This could also be like you're sick from something. You know, something, a big life event. You know, this could actually even be like you lose your job, you like if you get a divorce, you lose a family member, someone passes away, things like this where it's like sudden. These can throw us into spiritual awakening. So just keep that in mind. Sudden awakening and gradual awakening. And that's like spiritual awakening. With a spiritual awakening, always follows a what we call the dark night of the soul. The dark night of the soul is this deeply challenging phase where old identities, attachments, beliefs start to dissolve, and they kind of like lead to this existential crisis. This happens following an awakening because your ego, this condition or this self-created false part of ourself, is struggling to cope with like this new reality or this new information or this new awakening that we encountered. So what are some signs of this dark night of the soul? Some of the signs are feeling lost, empty, or without a purpose. It could be this intense sadness, depression, or despair. And you start questioning everything: life, faith, reality itself. Like, is it, you know, is this even, is anything real, you know? And you just start questioning everything, and even your own path and what you are doing. So then this is what I was gonna say earlier. This is like the hermit card. Think about the hermit card. It's like you go within, you go into this dark part of yourself only to find your inner light. So you have this sense of like isolation and feeling disconnected from like spirit and spirituality, even because faith comes into question during this time, because you've found all this information, you went through the awakening, but then ego comes in. So then reality is kind of like shifting, and so you're kind of struggling to adapt this, and you question everything. What's the purpose of the dark night of the soul? Because there has to be a purpose for this. Number one, it purges old emotional wounds, traumas, and ego attachments. It offers you this space of hermit mode, of being alone, truly with yourself, and allowing you to express yourself fully and authentically who you are and with your emotions. Sitting straight up, sitting with them and processing them. Because this creates, number two, the death of the false self, this ego based identity. And number three, there's this deeper surrender to the divine that leads to a profound transformation. And this leads to the third part. So there's spiritual awakening, there's dark night of the soul, and then there's integration and embodiment. So meaning, after the breakdown comes the breakthrough. So think about like tower moment. After tower moments, that tower had to get destroyed because that foundation wasn't stable anymore. So it needed to get destroyed in order for us to rebuild stronger. So this is integration. You had the spiritual awakening. You went through the dark night of the soul. So you're learning to live from this higher state of being while remaining grounded. We're still in this physical reality. Some of the signs that you're integrating or you're embodying this, you find yourself with this like deeper sense of peace and balance. You start accessing what we've been talking about, the power of now, being more in the present, not projecting to future reality or past. You start accepting life's ups and downs without any resistance and living with more compassion, love, and authenticity for who you are and your gifts and what you have to offer to the world. So manifesting comes with more ease because you're doing it from this place of like abundance and not from a place of lack. So with integration comes some practices. What are some of these practices that keep us like integrating this or embodying this? Well, first of all, of course, mindfulness, like breath work or meditation. Journaling allows us to express ourselves. Shadow work allows us to accept each part of us, shadow or light. Energy work, this is your Reiki, your yoga, your Tai Chi. Creativity, in all sense of the word creativity. And of course, nature and grounding ourselves in Gaia and receiving its healing energy. So this is a little bit of what a spiritual awakening is. As a reminder, everyone's spiritual journey is different. And the spiritual journey is not linear. It's actually cyclical. And this is because we have multiple spiritual awakenings and dark night of the souls. But the key here, collective, is to have trust, surrender, and to like truly let go and surrender. So you allow this transformation to happen in your life. Only you can do that work. No matter how many rituals, how many people you go to, how many readings you get. At the end, you're the portal. The spirit is inside of you. And we get in contact with it through our breathing. So, let's go ahead and put this into practice, y'all. Let's do this meditation. So at this time, don't comment, don't like. You can start getting into this space of being more relaxed. Find yourself in a quiet spot if you can, and if you're able to be in a place where no one's going to interrupt you. And if you're sitting down like I am, you want to place your feet flat on the ground, making this intentional connection with Gaia. Or if you are more resonating with crossing your feet, you can do that too. Just make sure you put your attention in the base of your spine and you intentionally tell it to root itself onto Mother Earth. Your back, you want it straight, so the flow of energy goes through easily. So you don't want to cross your hands or arms, and you don't want to cross your legs. And your back, you want to straighten it where it's at a comfortable position. You don't want to slouch because you could fall asleep. And you don't want it to straighten where you're in discomfort and it'll distract you from the meditation. So you just want it straight enough where energy is flowing and you're still at this comfortable space. And slowly let your palms, your hands, put them palms facing up, and gracefully and slowly allow them to fall onto your thighs, putting your arms to your side. And your head, you want to look straight forward, not arching it all the way up and not arching it to connect to your chest. You want it in this place in the middle, centered, and just very slightly, you're going to look down a little bit, like very little, just where your eyesight just moves down. So you just do this, and you're in this space now where we're going to take a journey to the spirit inside this temple. So close your eyes and just start becoming the observer of your breathing. Inhale and exhale. Don't change your breathing. Don't deepen it yet. Simply just observe it. Observe the mechanical act of the body, how it naturally, automatically breathes and keeps your body alive without you having to tell it. Just flow with that feeling. Don't let nothing interrupt your attention from your breathing. View when you inhale, the air going in your nostrils is fresh. And when you exhale, that same air is warm and softened. Just put all your attention into how your body inhales and exhales. Become the observer of this greatness, of how this very simple act of breathing is the bridge between the physical and the divine. And we'll start taking control of our breathing with 3 deep inhales and exhales. Don't let your mind distract you or ruin this beautiful moment. Simply follow my voice and anchor yourself to your breathing. And we'll begin. Inhale. Hold it and expand that air inside of you. Feel the energy move around and expand to each corner of your body. And exhale. Releasing all tension, density, stress, anything that limits you. Inhale. Hold it and expand your energy. View as the air is collecting all density, tension from your body. And exhale. And we'll do this one more time. As deep as you can. Expand your lungs. Inhale. Hold. And exhale slowly through your nose. Inhale. And return to your normal breathing and just feel. Feel as your heart rate has slowed down, how you're more aligned and balanced. And just with these few breathing exercises, you're in this place of peace, of Zen. No matter what the mind wants to come in and tell you and distract you, you're doing this perfectly. Your breathing is the gateway to the spirit within. And your body is a temple for this spirit. Let's do a grounding exercise so we can go within this temple, but without forgetting that we have a physical body. I want you to put all your attention in your upper abdomen area, the space between your chest and your lower abdomen. Just put all your attention here. Where attention goes, energy flows. And just feel this space. How this very small speck of light is born. And with each inhale and exhale, this speck of light grows and grows and grows until it takes the shape of a sphere. It's a white crystalline sphere that moves slowly and gracefully, clockwise, almost like if it was the small sphere with water inside, rotating at a clockwise direction. But it's not water, it's energy. This here is your spirit, your soul, your energy within. As you inhale and exhale, visualize, and with the power of your intention and your imagination, how two rays of lights exit from the sphere and they descend, wrapping each of your thighs, your knees, and running down your legs and concentrating at the very bottom of your feet or of your spine. Just hold it there and feel. Don't analyze. Don't project judgment. Just feel. You could feel tingling sensations, warmth, cold, or nothing, and that's perfect. And as you inhale and slowly exhale, these rays of light surpass your human body and they bury themselves in the ground beneath you, making contact with Mother Earth and descending down, taking the shapes of the roots of a tree. And as they descend, they grow stronger, thicker, and they ground you to the here and now. Just feel. And these rays of lights rapidly travel to the nuclear point of Mother Earth, and you intentionally connect them with it. and you connect yourself with the heart of Gaia. You have the opportunity here to give it your worries, your stress, your anxiety, anything that burdens you and that is limiting you from your growth and evolution, from acquiring a life of abundance and of grace. Give it to her now. The earth has the power to transmute everything that no longer serves us into abundance, healing, and love. Just feel. And at the same time, Mother Earth delivers through your roots, through your ray of lights. Its healing energy travels rapidly and enters through the bottom of your feet, cleansing, balancing, and harmonizing each and every cell of your body and every fiber of your being. Starting with your feet, your toes, draw out each and every of your toes. The energy travels up your legs, your knees, your thighs, and into your hips. Inhale. Exhale, and the energy keeps traveling up to your lower abdomen, your upper abdomen, each and every organ of your body, balancing it, cleansing it of any disease, of any tension, all veins and any corporeal fluids, bones inside of you, traveling up your heart, your chest, balancing each and every of your chakras and cleansing your spine, going down your arms and cleansing your palms and your fingers. Inhale. And the energy keeps traveling up, cleansing your neck, your throat, your mouth, unclenching your jaw, your nose, cleansing your eyes, unclenching your eyelids. It balances your third eye, your ears, each and every neuron, and your brain, and even your hair. Inhale. And just feel how you're more balanced, harmonized, and how there's this energetic cleanse happening inside of you and around you. Just feel. And now concentrate your energy at the highest part of your head. Here lies your crown chakra. As you inhale, this crown chakra starts opening up like the petals of a flower. And this very white, crystalline tube of light descending from the universe makes contact with the very top of your head, and you exhale. The energy of the universe, of the Creator, starts doing an energetic cleanse inside of you, but this time from head to toes. Just feel as the energy and the love and power of the Creator floods inside of you. And feel as the energy shifts around you, your aura, as if somebody came and gave you a hug. Just feel. This is accessing universal consciousness. This is accessing the power of the spirit within, that lives in the temple of the body. This spirit that's an extension of the Creator, the one who created it all. And you are here with its gifts and abilities. Just remember who you are. Your soul already knows, as it decided to come back to Earth, and each and every challenge, setback, and situation has been for your growth and evolution. And as if somebody had turned on a switch, your inner light turns on. And this light pours out from each and every pore of your body, lighting up the room where you're at, the city where you're at, the country, and lighting up the whole world. Expand your energy. Remember, you're a universe inside another universe. You are the creator. You are God or goddess. You have this ability. Wrap the world in light. And through your third eye, take a journey where you unplug yourself from your physical body and travel through the stars. Don't let the mind distract you. Simply inhale, exhale, and enjoy the journey. And you swiftly land in sand, the sandy landscape. And in front of you, a roaring sea. And you hear as the waves hit the beachfront. And the shells lined up and getting washed up with each and every wave. And you hearing the music and the sounds of nature. You feel the air caressing your cheeks. Put all the details in this landscape. And in front of you, you see the image or like the silhouette of somebody else, and you walk towards it, and the silhouette of the other person walks towards you. You're having this meeting at the beach, at the side of the waves, as they splash and wet your toes and your feet, and you're walking gracefully towards this other person, this other entity. And as you start getting closer, you recognize who this other person is. It's you. It's that version of you with unhealed patterns, traumas, broken dreams, disillusions. That version of you that used to be you, that you allowed the ego to carry you into the suffering. But you are now this aligned, healed individual with this consciousness of your inner light. And you see this past version of you with love, empathy, and respect. You honor each and every challenge, situation, and setback, because if it weren't for the lessons learned, you wouldn't be the strong version of yourself that you are today. So I invite you, shed your light and wrap it around this other version of you. And give yourself a big hug and hold yourself there as you inhale and exhale. Fill this version of yourself with love, with power, with empathy, with balance and harmony. And with this, knowing that everything is going to turn out perfectly in the life events ahead of this version of you. As you're in this deep hug and introspection, this past version of you slowly starts growing smaller and smaller and smaller until it turns into the shape of your heart. And just feel as it integrates into your heart space. And you inhale. And exhale deeply. Make a balance. Exhale the same amount of air that you inhale. Inhale. And exhale. Becoming more conscious of the physical space where you just left from and of your physical body. Inhale. And this time when you exhale, without letting the mind rush you, start moving your toes, your legs, your feet, and thanking them. Thank you toes, thank you feet, thank you legs for holding my body, for holding us in this space. Your lower abdomen, your upper abdomen, your chest, your shoulders, wiggle them around. Don't open your eyes yet. Thank your shoulders, thank your abdomen, your chest, your arms, your fingers, your hand. Thank you for all you do. Move your head around in circles, slowly coming back to your body and thanking your mind, your face for holding you. And come back to your center. And slowly flutter your eyes open and stretch. Stretch, 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 stretch. Very important step, stretch. Tell your body that you're resetting it, that you're at a higher frequency, that you have landed back. You landed back from space. And just come into this position of prayer and just say to your body and your spirit, thank you, thank you, thank you. We can also say the prayer of Ho'oponopono. I'm sorry. Thank you. I love you. And that's it. So, if you guys were able to meditate, let me know how you guys felt. I for sure felt your energy. I don't know how you all felt. If you were able to meditate, please go ahead and share it. Let me know as we're transitioning into the tarot reading. Yeah. Sure. Now you guys can go ahead and like, send your comments, start moving the algorithm. Tell me what you guys saw, what message y'all received. That was great. I really needed that. Whew. That's all it takes, guys, to make that. And even if you're watching this right now or a later time, come back to this meditation as many times as you need to make that consciousness and recognition of your physical body, your spirit body, and how these two forces is what create you here in this earthly plane. And even if you're just listening to this, even if you attempt to do this, just being here and now, you're probably receiving a message, because I do channel these meditations. They're not I plan some stuff, but usually I just let myself go, and I just channel. I channel whatever comes through, and what are the needs of the collective at this time. Kemcon says, I feel like maybe a spirit animal visited me. An elephant with blue eyes. Wow. Well, let me tell you something about elephants. Elephants are very mystical. They are a sign of abundance and healing. And they are like this, this like big animal. So it's like something big in your life that you it's like literally like the elephant in the room. It's like something you can't avoid, that it's like here now. And like, that's like something, because spirit animals, it's like spirit guides. They come during phases of our life that we need their medicine. So Google it. Let's look up into that. I do want to do a spirit animal meditation one of these days. But there, for sure there probably is this healing energy you're receiving from the elephant. And the blue eyes, well, think about the color blue. The color blue reminds me like this frequency of Archangel Michael, and of like the third eye and like communication. So like it could be like, depends what blue. If it's baby blue, it's like the throat chakra. But if it's this darker like navy indigo blue, then it's more like third eye energy, like accessing portals, like your divinity, your spirituality, kind of like going beyond the illusions of this reality, going into more like oneness, knowing that every decision that you make has a ripple effect, not only in your life, but of others. So I don't know. I feel like this elephant gives me like witchy, mystic vibes. I like it. I like that elephant. Mine, I felt it very. I honestly, I was in a haze, y'all. I was like, woo! I literally was in a haze. Like I saw myself. I released many things to Gaia, and I also gave myself the opportunity to hug myself, to forgive myself, to honor the past version of myself, even if sometimes we shy away from that and are not proud of it. But we also have to give light to those versions of ourselves, because we only did what we could do with what we knew and with what we had. So also important to honor even those versions of ourselves, because in this way, all those versions live in the now. So in this way, we don't create resentment toward ourselves, but we create grace, and we give ourselves the space to accept ourselves fully, our shadow and our light. And this helps us accept the shadow and the light and the world. Kemcon says, the part where you asked us to confront ourselves was powerful. To accept it and bring them back into our heart space. Yeah, and oh my god, I just got the chills, Akemi, because that heart space and integrating it, did not have this plan. I had meditated before in other guided meditations with like confronting past versions of myself, even like my inner child and all these things, and filling it with love. But like integrating it into my heart space, like that came directly from spirit in the moment of the meditation. So I love that you point that out, because yeah, I felt it very powerful, and that again, as it helps you all, it helps me too, because it gives me reassurance, it gives me more confirmation, it gives me, this feeling that what I'm doing is helping not just myself but others, and that it's important. It's important to heal. And right now, that no matter, that's part of meditation and mindfulness, no matter the external chaos that inevitably is going to happen, because the universe is a ongoing chaos. So the world's an ongoing chaos. If we can maintain ourselves in this space of balance, that's where we turn into a magnet, and the universe starts saying, wait, hold up, this person, they're all chilling over here, they're vibrating high, like, okay, then they're just in that frequency. So that's why the importance of what we do. Also, we are unity consciousness. When you heal, you also heal those around you. You help to heal the collective consciousness as well, not just yourself. ChemCon says, I felt hesitation and could physically feel it in my body. And it's a part that's forgotten, but it's a part of who I am today. I need to remember and confront those areas that maybe I still need to heal. Yeah, but you know what? Literally, from a spiritual level, just bringing it into consciousness, and that you did it, even though maybe your ego could have came in a little bit and wanted you to resist, you still overcame that, and you allowed yourself to feel everything gracefully and to honor it and just bring it into consciousness. Just with that, you already took the first step, because you're not denying it and you're not resenting yourself. It's part of unpackaging, and it's like a cake. You can't eat the whole cake tonight, but I can give you a slice. I guess I'll put it that way. And actually, ChemCon, you are physically here, and I actually do have cake in the fridge, so maybe we can have cake after this. Yeah, the birthday festivities. Hey, it's still my birthday month. Yeah, still my birthday month. All right, so I'm gonna set intentions, y'all, so we can get going with the reading. Okay, thank you for sharing. Thank you so much, ChemCon, for all the love, for all the space, for being participant in this. Everyone that's here, not only right here in the live, but if you're watching this recording, which I know a lot of you do, just thank you so much for being here and for giving yourself this space. And let's go ahead. God, Source, Universe, Angels, Archangels, Ancestors, Ascended Masters, please shield us in a divine holy white light, and only allow the best and highest messages to come through to me and with the collective, honoring myself and others. So mote it be. Alright, we'll start with the tarot, y'all. Well, you know what? I always start with the tarot. Man of Army said happy birthday. Thank you, Man of Army. Okay, I always start with the tarot. So this time, let's mix it up a little bit, and I'm going to start with something with this oracle that I haven't used in a while, but it is springtime, y'all. So it's the Nature Oracle, which I should have used last week, because I did the equinox. I did a Spanish live on the equinox, and I don't think I used my Nature Oracles, but I had a live, or I had an in-person group meditation on Sunday, and these kind of just like fell out, and I used them. So I was like, maybe it's time to bring back the spring and all its colors and shapes and forms. So let's go ahead and see what the spirit of nature has to say to us. So best and highest messages for the collective. That's funny, y'all. I'm shuffling and there's already a card flipped in here. I think I don't know if I didn't put it back correctly, but I'm taking that as a sign. So let me see, what is it here? I feel like this is speaking straight to ChemCon and what she was talking about. The card number is 34, which 3 plus 4 is 7. And the card is vulnerability. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. It's okay. You're protected. You're safe. Allow yourself. Feel the feels. It's okay. It's part of life. You're alive. It's okay to also be sad and angry and feel the emotions. It's part of life. you know? But it's easier when we can be conscious of it and unpack it. So allow yourself to be vulnerable. Give yourself grace, y'all. Vulnerability. That's good. Especially with this eclipse season, these transformations, everything going on. Best and highest messages. Lead us with something. Umbrella energy. Umbrella energy for the collective. Let's see. What's in this space? What's in the space? Spirit of nature. Help me with your like, guys. Help me with your comments. What's with the collective? Connect with the energy here and now. All right. Another 7, y'all. I can't make this up. Remember, 7 is this card of transformation, divinity, spirituality. It's alignment. Because think 7 chakras, 7 countries, 7 days of the week. It's organization. 7's an overall like a good luck card. Think like the casino, like the 7 machines. It's like this like fortune card in a way. Wishes being fulfilled. And here it says amplify your positive emotions. Amplify positive emotions. Remember, one tip I'll give you all that I've been doing lately. Whenever my ego wants to come in, you know, I get mad, want to get sad, want to start limiting myself, that I'm not good enough, that I can't do something, or whatever it is. No, the ego, some way, somehow, always loves to analyze, judge, identify itself with something. Whenever I hear it. I start hearing the rattle. I start hearing the conversation. I just tell it, I'm gonna inhale and I'm gonna exhale. A negative thought, thank you for your options, but you are no longer gonna stop me from living my life path and my life mission. And I inhale and exhale. That works for me. Tell it whatever you want to tell it, but just, without disrespecting it either, because it is still part of you, Amplify your positive emotions. For every negative emotions, if it says, you know what, you can't do it because of this, and that. Hey, wait up, negative emotion. You're stopping me from my life path. Let me combat you with inhaling and exhaling. And actually, I can do that. Because, I don't have that, but you know what I do have? I have this, I have that, I have strength, I have courage, I have this, or if it's a job or if it's career, I have this skills, I have this experience, I have this time, and this is why. What you do have from abundance, never from lack, y'all. Important to amplify positive emotions. I feel I also got this image, like kind of like this card, like think about like when you throw a rock in the pond. Every rock that you throw in the pond, think about like the pond is like your conscious or like your mind, and then each rock is like every thought in your brain, and then every thought has this, it's not just the thought and it goes in, it's like it has these waves, and these waves is what creates also your outer reality. So if these rocks, instead of, being big boulders, these boulders are going to create big rifts that are not going to be nice, and they can turn into little pebbles, that you combat here and there, and it gives you, because we still have to use our mind, and inevitably the ego comes in, but we're able to feed our consciousness or our brain, or at least be more aware. Then we got the upper hand. ChemCon says, getting into the feeling of gratitude helps me change my attitude for the positive. Definitely. Gratitude, y'all. Gratitude is key as well. I literally do this when I go on my walks or on my runs. That's all I'm doing. Because I wake up and then I go on my walk or on my run. And ever since I wake up, I'm already thanking. Thank you for my room. Thank you for my sheets. Thank you for my body. I go walking. Thank you for this grass. Thank you, tree. Thank you, sidewalk. Thank you. I mean, literally, you can thank everything. And I swear, this keeps you just in this flow of like constant gratitude, that it's just so much harder to like fall back into like this like vicious cycle of like the suffering, the victimhood, the, the pain, the conflict. And you start seeing like just the abundance, the positive side, and being thankful for that, because there's always going to be someone, we could have such a crappy situation, and yes, like, I don't mean to, like, not meaning that's not, like, unvalidate that, but there's so many things that we can complain about, but there's also so many other people that wish we had the life we had. So we got to be grateful for everything, even the bad. Ooh, that one just flew in the middle. I don't know if you guys saw it. Hey, 41. 4 plus 1 is 5, so discard of changes. So be in service. Be in service. And I feel like this is, like, with yourself and with others, of course, like this space of offering space. Especially right now with so many. That's why I did this live, y'all, about spiritual awakenings, because there's so many changes and transformations going on, and we're seeing it from the eclipses, from the retrogrades, and even at a collective level, everything that's going on in the world and that is changing. Very important to create space and be of service. Create this space with just, first of all, yourself. You don't even have to try and go change the world. First, change the world within you, the spirit that you have. Concentrate on that. Then see how that affects others around you. Don't believe me, just try it out, and then let me know if you need help. I'm here for you. Give me 1 second, y'all. This card, shift your energy. 1 plus 9, that's 20, that's 2. So talking about emotions union here. Shift your energy. Let's shift into positive, into alignment, into gratitude, into abundance, and into trust and faith. That you're not going to be micromanaging the universe, that when you solicit its help, its manifestations, and you're micromanaging it, like, when is it going to happen? How is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? Also, this part of releasing, letting go, and trusting, because that's the part where also you trust. Like I always say, like the restaurant, you put in your order and you have to wait patiently. Same thing with the universe. Renewal of peace. Again, I feel like this kind of piggybacks with being service. It's like right now there is, especially with the eclipse, with the solar eclipse, there's this bigger, because it's a new moon, y'all. So it's like even a bigger, like, portal, if you will, of this new beginning, big shifts, transformations happening. And then the sign of Aries, the first sign of the zodiac. So big shifts happening. And what's crazy, y'all, is that, well, the solar eclipse is in the sign of Aries, but these days, like following, like going into that solar eclipse, the moon is stationed in Pisces. Pisces is all about the dream world, reflecting, going within. So literally right now, guys, try to rest, drink lots of water. If you can find your spaces of self-care or anything, however, if that for you is like sitting in the couch and watching Netflix and like resting, do that. But right now, this week, it's a lot about renewal, because solar eclipse in Aries, Neptune is moving into Aries. Like, there's a lot of fire coming in. There's going to be a lot of fire, a lot of action and movement, vitality. So right now, it's just time to rest a little bit, because you'll have time to move around, y'all. Let's see, one more here. One more from the nature. Let's see, what else does nature have to tell us? Best and highest messages for the collective. And most of all, don't forget, y'all, be spontaneous. No matter what, be spontaneous. Don't be too structured. Don't be too intoxicated in the details. Like I said, the who, what, when, how, where, when, why. Just be spontaneous. Have fun. Enjoy it. And I feel like this solar eclipse energy. Like, it's the sun. So remember, it's like the day in the sun. It gives us this like place of like yang, you know, like it's remember, the sun is like the center. So it's like, if we look at this like spiritually, or like within context of us, like it's like us being like centered, like our life is coming, like we're the protagonist, and it's like we're getting this time to reflect, like how we're like the center, or how we can put ourselves more in the center of our goals, desires, careers, etc. So that's why this is spontaneity, because this is part of Mars. like Mars that rules Aries, like vitality, action, be spontaneous, put yourself out there, fiery, sparky. And I love this at the bottom of the deck. I'll just show it real quick. It says, don't forget, y'all, at the end, let love be your beacon. Whatever you do, let it be from the heart and let it be from love. Because your love is like what passions your heart. Go through with that. Not something that you're forced to do, but because that's where you really, truly want to be. All right, so that's with nature. No, real quick, let's see what the tarot has to say, y'all. Best and highest messages. Let's go. Pew, 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 pew. Let's go, tarot. Best and highest messages for the collective. Best and highest messages, y'all. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, y'all, real quick. Oof, changes going on here. Okay. So, I'm going to tell you guys straight up real quick. There's third party energy here already. I'm going to tell you. I'm just saying what's coming in. This downloads. This tarot reading is going to be about, or this overall collective reading, there's this feeling of us versus them energy. Like there's this feeling of like my collective and like somebody else. I can't really like say like right now like, oh, spiritual warfare going on, but could totally be, you know. I feel right away the way the cards fell, I get this feeling of us versus them. First, we got the devil with the King of Pentacles that felt right exactly on top of it. Hey, Wolf Attack, how are you? Wolf Attack, if you're sticking around, I just want to tell you, this reading, us versus them, it's talking a lot about, like, 4 cards just fell out, y'all. Hear me out. 4 cards fell out, and the first 2 cards that fell out were separate. Then, other 2 cards fell out on top of those cards. And just flipping them and seeing what they are, I right away get the energy that one side is my collective, the people here, like us, and then I feel like there's this other energy, like third party energy. So I get the us versus them like vibe. So with this first one came out the devil and the King of Pentacles. This gives me materialism, obsession. This could be someone in power, leadership, community. It could even be a boss. It could be someone with money. And with the devil gives me this energy of materialistic, very obsessive, go-getter, but for the wrong reasons. Obsessive or like ambitious for the wrong reason. Just this reptilian energy is what I get here. But this person either has money, has a good status of leadership in the community, something of this energy, you know, and they're an ego. They're full-blown ego next to them. And there's a very Capricorn sign, so that's why it could be career. The cardinal earth is with the King of Pentacles here. So this is also like a Capricorn energy. So this could very well be a Capricorn. Not necessarily, y'all. They could have Capricorn on their charts. Remember, it's not just about the sun sign. It could be in their charts. But this just feels Capricorn energy. This earth sign. This is like structured, organized. That's why this could be career in your job and somewhere where you're investing. Maybe there's a person you're starting a business with, you're investing with. I just see ego here, or just someone with money or with a business or in leadership status. And over here, I feel like this is y'all. This is my collective. Us versus them. Like this is us over here. That's them. That lower vibration is over there. Us over here is this King of Swords energy. Justice, revelation, not necessarily acting right now, but more like focusing, researching, using logic, using neutrality, like facts, you know? And this card is kind of saying like, hold up, just wait. Like you have the sword of truth, freedom, of liberation. You're going to liberate yourself of this. This is going to be liberated. The truth will set you free. And what's best, next to my collective, this is why these people got their panties in the walls. This is why they mad, because the 10 of Cups is with you. Remember, y'all, in numerology, 10, so this 10 of Cups, 10, the number 10 is endings and new beginnings. 1 and 0. 1 is autonomy, independence, leadership. 0 is the number of God speaking to you. This is you embodying full leadership. You have finished this cycle there, but this is from the emotions, because this is Cups. So this is like you're starting a whole cycle with an emotional fulfillment. But here it's like all your cups run over because you have learned your lesson there. Like you are done. You're leaving gracefully. You're leaving good. Like emotions just feel fulfilled here. Like there's a fulfillment, but there's this sense of something new starting, happening, something, or just new things happening in your life, new changes, new shifts, like just, luck has the universe has smiled upon you. Of course, you're a child of God. You're protected. What did these mofos think? It's like all these good things are happening, even though you yourself, because you're in this cardinal air position, can't see it at this time yet. Spirit is telling you, hold up, use neutrality, just stand your ground though. That it's okay, don't attack yet, but at the same time, don't let them attack you. Stand your ground. You have everything. You're in king energy here. You're in king energy and in swords. This is an intelligence and mind and logic and facts and divine or legal justice, because the balance of the scales here have balance in your favor, collective. And that's why you have this 10 of Cups, this fulfillment. Your cup runneth over. And at the bottom of the deck here, of this first spread here, 4 of Swords, this victory. I feel like the 4 of Swords, it's like there's almost again, what the Oracle of Nature told us, it's time to rest right now, renewal, healing energy coming for you. This is why the swords are with you. This is why the air is significant. Breath work, mindfulness, Reiki, all these things, which are self-care. It's right now at this time, connect with the element of air. Us versus them. Let's go. Best and highest messages. What do they want with my collective? That's what I want to know. What do they want with my collective? What's their intentions? What they looking at? What do they want? What do they want with collective? These cyborgs, reptilian, lower demonic presences. What else? Yeah. What else? Give me more. Oh. Yeah, so again, this this world card. This world, it's there was this King of Wands and World. So, yeah, you're closing up shop. There's a big phase of your life that's closing out. And this is already with King again. Collective, you're in King of Wands energy, looking good, smelling good, all that in a bag of chips. You're looking really good. You closing out cycles. You healing. You going through. This is the 21-3. You have the power of 3 at this time. The odds, it's almost like the universe favors you. Because you're closing out chapters, and this is marked double. This is marked double because next to my collective is the 10 of Cups. Then comes the World. The World is a major arcana, yo. Big closing at this time. And with the King of Wands, it's closing. This could be on career, on creativity, on desires, on projects, on passion projects. And I asked, what is it that these reptilian or demonic energies, demonic. I'm not even gonna call them vampires because I love vampires. Like these demonic fleas. What do these fleas want with my collective? And they, from what I see, they want your fire, your light, your creativity, your passion, the way you love and the way you glow. And the world, they want your world, baby. They want part of your world. They want you. They want to be you. They want you. And then at the bottom of the deck, there's this Ace of Cups. Literally piggybacking. And this is a very Ursa Minor. Has to do with the Little Dipper constellation. These are with the constellations. 10 of Cups. Remember I told you, cup runneth over. New beginnings coming. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. They want your new beginning. That's what I see. They want your new beginning. What else is here? What else is here, Spirit? Saturn energy here. Yeah, so my collective, air signs. Or a lot of air, fire. Not necessarily that you are, but you're exhibiting these suits. You're using these powers in a way, like, or this is the way that you're moving right now. You walked away from these people. Best revenge is no revenge. You just walked away. The spirit said, I got you. You're getting out of here. Walked away. You walked away from this situation, this setback, this challenge. These community, these spaces, these people. Why? Because they were this Prince of Cups. They thought they were this King of Cups, that they were going to come in looking cute and everything. The Prince of Cups is like in the regular tarot, it's the Knight of Cups. Like they have no water. This one shows with water. But truly, this is the mutable water. Sketchy, you know? It's like they were trying to offer you, like literally the cards fell out like this. Offering you this little cup, and this little cup, and Spirit was like, no. You're walking away, fam. It was like this, actually, because you're walking away from it. They had this little cup to offer. Hey, Tisa Bedra! Thank you for being here, chica. Yeah, you're like, nope. I'm out. I'm walking away. I love that. I love that. At the bottom of the deck, guess what? Guess what? They mad. 5 of Wands. They mad. They arguing. They struggling. This could be a fight with themselves. Hey, girl, just got off. Aw, thank you for being here. What else? What else? Oh, let's go. Hey. The truth will set you free, is what I'm hearing. Ace of Swords. Intelligence. Mental clarity. This is the air element in its full potency. You were given the sword. This is why this reading started with the King of Swords. Spirit gave you the sword. This is intelligence, facts, abilities, experience, breakthrough. You don't mess with the kids with the child of the cosmos and the kids of the universe. You don't mess with them. You just don't. Two of Cups. 2 of Cups like this. Maybe my collective is, there's a decision that has to be made in the emotional field. And it's like kind of you're not sure about it, or kind of this decision. There is this like feeling of not necessarily regret, but just kind of this, kind of like a blockage, or like you're at a path. This literal card is like about a path, like a crossroad. Sorry, path. I wanted to say crossroad. But it felt like this, not reverse, not front, literally telling me like there's a blockage here, there's a decision that has to be made. I feel like this is talking about something else. Let's see. What's this 2 of Cups? Give us clarity of this 2 of Cups. Let's go. I like this reading, y'all. This started fun. All right, something. It Princess of Swords. So maybe it has something to do. This would be like the Page of Swords in the regular tarot, but this is Princess of Swords. So there's like something to do with like a project, and it's winter. Maybe something that starts in the winter or in relation to winter. It's something to use, swords. It's communication, it's air, it's swift, it's your intelligence. It's something that you speak, a call, an email, and maybe winter resonates with you. Something to do with winter. What else? What else is this about? A decision that you have to take to do with winter, with starting this like training class, and or like this communication path, for something that you have to use your mind, your intelligence. Like I said, winter can be significant here. Six of Cups, Hercules. Hey, you're gonna be. This is gonna make you strong. This is gonna make you. You're gonna be a champion. You're gonna win. Like, you coming back from the war. Like, everyone's like looking at you. You're looking good, smelling good. I am so sorry. This is the Six of Cups. Okay. Six of Cups. Sorry. So this Six of Cups is more like, okay, this makes more sense with the winter energy. And with the Six of Cups, I'm getting like something that's like making you nostalgic. There's something about nostalgia here, like feeling nostalgic about this decision that was made in the emotional part. Like, her gave you kind of this blockage or this crossroad, like we started. And with the Princess of Swords and winter and the Hercules and Six of Cups, there's nostalgia, there's memories coming up. There's like this feeling of like, just honor your feelings. That's what I would say. Feel your feelings, journal, cry, punch a pillow, go out for a run, channel it, speak to a friend. I'm here. So, however this looks like to you. But I'm gonna tell you something. Six of Wands. There's a. This Six of Wands also like Venus retrograde energy. That makes sense. Tisa Bedra, she says Venus retrograde energy with the Princess of Swords and Six of Cups. Yeah, nostalgia, past versions of ourselves. And you missed the meditation, Tisa Bedra. We did one. If you get the opportunity to come back and do it because it's about a past version of ourselves. So that was that's fitting. That's fitting there. And with Venus retrograde, I love that. Well, with this, guys, I feel like it's Six of Wands here. So I see full victory. Like, you come out victor of this. There is this, like, you kind of, it's saying, remember who you are, the Magician energy. You have everything at your disposal. You already, because you're closing out cycles. That's what we did. That was the lunar eclipse. Remember, y'all? Now solar eclipse is coming. Big transformations, big shifts into new beginnings, into new realities, because it's more intense. The new moon is more intense because of the eclipse. So that's why this Magician is coming out. It's the beginning of the major arcana. You have already done the leap of faith, which was take, this decision that, could have you a little nostalgic here. You did the leap of faith. Now it's saying trust your abilities. Remember, you make your own magic like the Magician. You have all that you need at your disposal here. Trust your intuition, trust your experience and the path that you have walked. With the Five of Swords, Tisa Vedra said, I will, that's going to be gnarly, but much needed. Good, I'm glad. Yes, you'll feel our energy. With the Five of Swords, I feel like it's almost like you walked away, the war is over. Like, remember what you gained from this experience, and you move on. Yes, will you lose people, places, things, ideas? Yes, but this is part of the transition. We have to make room. These are things that, no longer we're gonna create anything for growth and evolution in your life, and Spirit just came through, cleaned them up, and is making space for the new. And that's why there's this energy here of like Princess of Pentacles, this spring energy, again, and a whole bunch of new beginnings. You got the Princess of Swords, the Princess of Pentacles. There's like you're starting anew. beginning and money and investment and career and however this looks like to you. So you're looking good. And then the spring, we're in the spring. At the bottom of the deck, Draco, Nine of Wands. Draco, Nine of Wands. Why? Because you were done. Your path was done there. If you needed confirmation, you were done. That needed to go already because you were done. You were done at this point. With the Nine of Swords, that's completion. Anything above that, it's not helping you. It's just enabling you at that point. So I'll leave it off there with the tarot. That was fun. Well, I'm glad no more of that energy came out of them, because this started as an us versus them reading. So I'm glad that with them, they're mad. They're going to make a big fuss. They're trying to project their ego, their insecurities. They're mad about your new beginning. They're mad about you looking good, your fire, that which passions you. But you got to keep shining. If they don't like your fire, then you throw more logs in there and you make that fire bigger, You make sure that fire is lit up. Because it's for yourself. And you don't do it out of spite of them. You do it for yourself. You do that as fuel, energy for you to keep going, to keep learning, keep advancing, keep giving yourself spaces, keep just growing and constant evolution. We're not a tree. We got to move around. And so we'll end it with the beautiful, mystical shamans here. And let's go. Best and highest messages for my collective. There goes one. There goes two more. They fell together. And another one fell on me. Okay. I love that. So the first one that fell. Ooh, we love them. The mystical shaman. The mystical shamans are here. Let's remember these shamans. A lot of shamans from, they're from the indigenous people. They were all around Mesoamerica, Latin America, this shamanistic culture, and throughout the whole world. But the word or the phrase shaman comes from these tribes and then this indigenous people. And the shamans were mystical because they were said that there were these walkers between the divine and the physical. Truly, what they were doing was this meditation, astral projection, quantum leaps, because they knew that the breathing was the gateway, the bridge to these other worlds and dimensions. Of course, they used other herbs, they worked with the earth. But the mystical shaman here today is coming to say, I feel like there's the presence of guides. There's either guides that are pushing you. This could also be from a cultural perspective, or this could simply be from a third eye perspective. And to remove the illusion of attachment and the illusion that we're separate. Because in fact, practicing detachment lets us accept the reality and surrender to the flow of life. And in this space, we start to somewhat emanate or embody this mystical shaman. And that through dropping also the illusion of separation, we can have more empathy and compassion towards others, because we realize that we're this, like we said in the meditation, this temple, this physical body that has that or stores or protects the spirit within. But the spirit within is what connects us with everything and everyone. So when we have this consciousness, like the shamans did, it's easier to receive and to give it, or like extend out that same empathy, compassion, and understanding. Not necessarily would you be anyone's mat or rug to step on, but more like I accept you and I can do what I have to do and implement the boundaries I need to do for myself. So the shamans is just telling us to lean into that, lean into remembering that we're not just this physical limited body. We're also the unlimited and the spiritual within. And I love that. Then after that, two cards fell and they fell together, and it's the Heart of Sky and the Earth Keeper, and they kind of felt like this, which I love. So I feel like this is like piggybacking on the energy of the shaman, telling us the heart of the sky, this place where we're the spirit, where we're the aura, the universe within the universe, and then the Earth Keeper, that we're still physical, we have a physical reality, we have bills to pay, we have work to do, places to drive to, fun to have, and that we can also heal through physical properties. It's not to Western medicine is wrong, or herbal medicine is correct and the other one's wrong. No, it's everything, because it's all in the earth and it goes hand on hand together. It's just an example. It's almost like eating, right? Like nurturing your body. It's not just working out and meditating. You also have to feed it correct food. It's the same if you eat correct food but then you meditate and you don't work out. It's all a balance. It's just this remembrance of like our physical reality, but at the same time our heart, that which drives us, the elements within us, ether, that's the heart of the sky. So remembering, having that consciousness with us through our day to day. This, I feel like it's talking about applied spirituality. What I talked about at the beginning. It's not just this live, the 15 minutes that you meditate. It's applying the spirituality in your day to day. It's counterattacking your ego when it wants to jeopardize things for you, when it wants to sabotage you. It's coming back to your breathing in those moments of challenge, of setbacks, of heightened emotions. So I love that. And I finish it off with the card that fell on me, which is the Arrow. Sagittarius energy here. Remember, sometimes we have to follow the arrow of our heart. And I feel like solar eclipse energy here, And this, like, where is it that we want to go now? We learn to let go. We learn to surrender. We've been doing all this purging, which is what the eclipses do, this intense purging. But now, how do we fill in those gaps? Where is it that we want to head? This kind of gave me Pocahontas, the movie. It's like where the grandmother Willow, or like she's telling grandmother Willow, if you've seen the movie, if you haven't, where you been? But like where Pocahontas like starts telling grandmother Willow about like she dreams about this like I think it's like, well, she says an arrow, but it's really a compass, I think it is. And like she explained it how it moves and moves, and then like grandmother Willow gives her like her wisdom about like, like follow like your heart's desire and what it is that you love and what you want and what truly like makes you happy, because life is so short, y'all. Newsflash. So this gave me grandmother Willow's vibe, and that's what I'm running with, Pocahontas vibe. So follow that which passions your heart. There's no time to waste anymore, y'all, and have fun while you're doing at it. So I hope y'all found a message that you resonated with. Thank you so much for tonight, y'all. Tonight was amazing. If you didn't catch today was an important topic. It was incredible. We talked about spiritual awakening and its important part, spiritual awakening, the dark night of the soul, and then how do we integrate this? And then we did a meditation on that, which was very powerful, as ChemCon. And it was amazing. It was great. So I just thank you all for being here and allowing yourselves to be in this space. And I'm sure that if you were here, it's because you were meant to be here. All right. I love you all. I'll see you next time. In 2 weeks will be the English live. I will have a live next Tuesday in Spanish. I'm not gonna do no meditation. It's gonna be only cards, only reading, and it's gonna be all the horoscopes. Maybe I'll do 2 lives next week, y'all. I'm gonna do 2 lives, no meditation, and only because I wanna. The only reason I'm not gonna do a meditation and talk is because we'll just do a deep breathing exercise and that's it. But I want to do a reading for all the horoscopes because on Tuesday is the beginning of the month. So it's April. So I would love to do an energy reading for all the signs. So yeah, I'm gonna do that in Spanish and in English next week. So yeah, I said I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna do it. But yeah, no meditation. If you do want to meditate, though, reach out, DM me. We'll do one. I will. You know what I will do? I will upload a meditation. I'm gonna upload a meditation that I can do, and you guys can go into Instagram, YouTube, and then you guys can have your weekly meditation that way. But then the lives, I'll just do the cards. All right, guys. Thank you. No, thank you. Drewski, Wolf Attack, Chemcon, Man of Army. Are you still here? Tisa Badra. I love you guys. Drewski. Man of Army says, thank you. Always enjoy your insight. Be safe. Love you. I love you too. You guys be careful, okay? Be all good. Have a great night. Have a good weekend. And I'll see you next weekend. Namaste.